A pervy group of idiots, a secluded castle, the strangest little kid in movie history. Toss in marauding cannibal corpses and more WTF moments than you can shake a severed limb at. And you've got Andrea Bianchi's Beyond Bizarre, Burial Ground, aka Burial Ground, The Nights of Terror. Even though the movie only takes place over the course of one night,
welcome to Pizowell Home Video.
Burial Ground is one of those movies I'd heard quite a lot about prior to seeing it. Or rather, I'd heard quite a lot about its reputation prior to seeing it. I'm sure you've heard the saying, seeing is believing. But when it came to Burial Ground, what I saw, I still couldn't believe. As a matter of fact, no matter how many times I watch Burial Ground, and I've watched it quite a few, it's still. First, let's take a look at the characters. The only real character trait that any of them possess is stupidity and horniness. In fact, the first thing two of the three couples do upon entering the castle is sex. The third couple decide to go do it in the garden. Why are they at the castle to begin with? They were invited there by an archaeologist for reasons. Unfortunately, just before they arrived, the archaeologist somehow awakened a group of zombies in an underground crypt. How's that for timing? I'll give Bianchi this. He wastes no time getting right down to the zombie action. First sex, then zombies. No complaints here. He does, however, first treat us to some truly deep and hauntingly introspective dialogue, such as, "You look just like a little whore, but I like that look on you. And you're getting a raise out of me, and it has nothing to do with money." I wonder what he was referring to. But while the main cast of characters are all filthy degenerates, the most perverse of them all has to be the boy Michael, because Michael's relationship with his mother is non-traditional, to say the least. Michael just wants to be close to his mother. Very close. To make Michael all the more strange, he's played by a small adult named Peter Bark. Mr. Bark's performance in Burial Ground has crossed over into memedom. Mr. Bark's dialogue is also dubbed by what was clearly an adult man trying to sound like a kid, but it sounds really feminine and just plain weird. I don't know what Bianchi was thinking or what messaging he had in mind behind Michael's Oedipal relationship with his mother, or why he felt that such an element was needed in a sleazy, dumb zombie movie. And frankly, I don't want to know. And I have to give Bianchi credit for something else here. The zombies in Burial Ground are not your typical zombies. They are very resourceful and actually work together as a team. For instance, one zombie pins a woman's hand to a window. He actually throws a spike into her hand, like some kind of ninja zombie. Another zombie then uses a sickle to reach up and decapitate the woman with. And the teamwork award goes to... Fortunately for the zombies, the human characters are more brain dead than they are, and make for easy pickings. The zombie makeups are unique, I'd say. A combination of mask-like prosthetics, typically crawling with maggots or worms, and all the zombies are wearing what appears to be potato sacks. Who buries their dead in a potato sack? That seems really disrespectful. The makeups are effective, though. Some more than others. As for gore, we get our fair share of gut-munching and zombie mutilations. However, the most shocking moment in Burial Ground happens when Michael's mother attempts to comfort him the same way she used to comfort him as a baby. I'll leave the rest to your imagination, but if you've seen the movie, you know. And you'll never forget. Burial Ground is truly a strange, strange film. It will assuredly elicit shock, cringe, laughter, and utter bewilderment. I cannot recommend it any higher. As for this new 4K UHD release from 88 Films, this release, it smells of high quality. This is the best I've ever seen Burial Ground look. The colors look natural, red in particular, pops. There's a great level of clarity and contrast, and the grain is nicely resolved. As for audio, we get a DTS HD Master Audio mono track, which I thought sounded great. Overall, I'd give both the picture quality and the sound quality on this release a very solid 4.5 out of 5. This release comes with a limited edition slipcase featuring artwork by Devin Whitehead. We get a booklet with new writings on the film by Martin Bean and Daniel Burnett. The sleeve is reversible, featuring Mr. Barnett's artwork on one side and the original poster art on the other. And we get a poster also featuring Mr. Whitehead's artwork. There are the discs. One disc is the 4K, the other is the standard Blu-ray. The 4K is natively region-free, and the Blu-ray is also region-free. As far as extras are concerned, first up we have Return to Burial Ground, an interview with Peter Bark. It's 13 minutes and 51 seconds in length, and it's conducted at Villa Parisi, which was the shooting location for Burial Ground. Mr. Bark discusses being discovered and getting cast in Burial Ground, working with the director, getting along well with the rest of the cast, how they pulled off the infamous breast-biting scene, how embarrassed he was to perform that scene, the film's cult status, his own status as a cult figure thanks to the film, and much more. Next, we have The Borders of the Extreme, an interview with Eugenio Ercolani. It's 22 minutes and 44 seconds in length. Mr. Ercolani discusses the state of Italian genre cinema in the mid to late 70s to early 80s, becoming more extreme with violence, gore, and taboos, which led to the birth of Burial Ground. Next, we have Zombie and Melodies, an interview with, and forgive me because I know I'm going to butcher this name, Pierpaolo De Santis. It's 27 minutes and 58 seconds in length. Mr. De Santis discusses the work of Burial Ground composer Nino Rodi. Next, we have What the F, the films of Andrea Bianchi, an interview with critic Mikhail Koven. It's 26 minutes and 40 seconds in length. Mr. Koven discusses Bianchi's reputation as a hack, his penchant for violence, gore, and WTF moments, as well as the recurring themes of incest in his work. We get the 35mm blown-up grindhouse version of the film, which looks very grindhousey. We get 9 minutes and 18 seconds of deleted scenes and trims. We get the trailer and the Italian credit sequence, and we get 2 audio commentaries. The first with critics Nathaniel Thompson, Troy Howarth, and Eugenio Ercolani, and the second with Italian cinema experts Caleb Waddell and John Martin. This is a stunning 4K release for Burial Ground from 88 Films. If you are a fan of this movie, then this release absolutely needs to be in your collection. If you've seen Burial Ground, please let me know your thoughts on the film down in the comments section below. If you've already picked up this 4K release from 88 Films, let me know your thoughts on it as well. And if you've seen any of Mr. Bianchi's other films, please let me know which ones and which ones you'd recommend down below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members for your generosity and support. Become a patron today and get early access to videos, have a say in what content appears on my channel, join me for monthly live streams, exclusive watch parties, and more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream, as well as members-only watch parties. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.